Skinwalker encounters? First encounter, I must have been at least 17 to 18 years old. I live in northern Ontario. It was a blizzard that was occurring. I was home alone due to my dad being out of town working, sisters at their friends' houses and unable to come home due to said blizzard. I came up from the basement where my bedroom was. I was thirsty, so I wanted to get a drink. As I came up from basement, I took a look to the left and saw the living room window. Drapes was closed with a thin white curtain. Didn't think much of it when I walked into the kitchen. During that small brief moment, I recall seeing a figure of a head looking at me through the window, so I quickly went to the opening and looked again. It was gone. I went to the window to look outside. Only thing I was able to see with the outdoors, obviously wind blowing and deep snow 3-4 feet high with huge long strides of footprints leaving my house. My house was 2 floors with a basement. Had to be at least 10-15-ish feet high. Immediately went back to my room, locking the door. Second encounter 2 years later. A friend of mine and I wanted to go visit some other distant friends in the States. Drove along the highway as our one distant friend American picked us up. It was 2 or 3 in the morning. My friend was asleep in the back seat while our American friend was driving, so that left me to be in the front seat. As we were driving, I was looking off to the side of the highway at the tree lines. And there it was, my tall, thin-build friend, gray skin tone, peering through the tree line, grasping a branch, towering over some brushes at least 5 to 6 feet tall. In that moment I froze and didn't know what to say or do, unable to utter a word. When asked what was wrong, I explained what I had seen, and my American friend said, "So you saw Skinwalker?" and didn't say anything. How could I? I was frozen in my own fear and getting cold sweats in what I saw. Third encounter must have been about 6 months ago. My partner and I were driving in our hometown with our kid and their younger sister. Dark road leading to a quarry. Nothing out of the ordinary at first. It was the return trip back into town, as when she was driving she froze and fell silent. They continued to drive for at least 2 minutes before saying anything. She saw something hunched over in the brushes and asked me, "Did you see that?" I responded with a tall, lanky gray thing coming out of the bushes. She then inhales loudly and says, "So you saw it too?" We both nervously laughed it off and continued to drive back into town like it had never happened. Since then, I haven't seen anything that resembles the figure I've been seeing. Thought I was going crazy until my partner saw what I've been seeing over the years.
Subscribe.